हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
प्रभु जी स्टार्ट करो प्रभु जी।
हाँ, मंगलाचरण
ओम।
कर लीजिए।
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। धन्यवाद प्रभु जी।
माता जी, अभी तो ड्यूटीज नहीं आते, जब कर लीजिए, ठीक है।
हाँ प्रभु जी। मैं स्लोली करती प्रभु जी, जोर से करे तो मुझे खांसी
हाँ,
आता।
धीरे धीरे करिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
स्लोली करते। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
ठीक है माता जी, श्लोका पढ़ लीजिए, चेतना माता जी भी है। ठीक है, तो श्लोका पढ़ लीजिए, फिर उसको मैं 15 मिनट में एक्सप्लेन करना, फिर जब कर लीजिए, कोई दिक्कत। हरे कृष्णा चेतना माता जी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
आप ठीक है माता जी?
हाँ, थोड़ा तबीयत ठीक नहीं तो प्रभु जी अच्छी।
ओह, मैं अपना ध्यान दीजिए माता जी। आप श्लोक पढ़ो। क्या हो गया माता जी आपको? बुखार है?
नहीं नहीं, मैं बोल रही थी हीरा मैम इज आल्सो टॉकिंग फ्रॉम सो लॉन्ग मैनी डेज।
आपका
आपका वॉइस क्लियर नहीं
है।
हाँ,
अभी 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 you are able to hear me now?
now it is better.
वो हेडफोन लगा के मैं तो शायद हेड
Again, it is not coming properly.
एक मिनट है वो
Disturbance is there.
हेलो।
Now it is
हाँ,
clear.
I was listening through headphone तो थोड़ा मैम टेक केयर मीरा मत जी।
Yeah.
You are talking from so long.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Today it is little bit better, but still it is there.
How is the weather there?
Weather is very, this morning it will be 3-4 degrees, 2 degrees also. And till evening it will be 12-14 degrees like that.
प्रभु जी आपका उधर कैसा है प्रभु जी वेदर?
वेदर ठीक है, 20-23 डिग्री है।
अच्छा, ओके।
May I read Prabhu ji now?
Yeah, please.
अहंकारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं च संश्रिताः मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः। Ahankaram, false ego, balam, strength, darpam, pride, kamam, lust, krodham, anger, cha, also, some, samsritaha, having taken shelter of, mam, me, atma, one's own, paradeheshu, in other bodies, pradvishantaha, blasphemies. अभ्यासूयकाः envious अभ्यसूयकाः envious bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust and anger. The demon becomes envious of the supreme personality of Godhead, who is situated in his own body and in bodies of others, and blasphemes against the real religion. Purport: a demoniac person, being always against God's supremacy, does not like to believe in the scriptures. He is envious of both the scriptures and of the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is caused by his so called prestige and his accumulation of wealth and strength. He does not know that the present life is a preparation for the next life. Not knowing this, he is actually envious of this his own self as well as of others. He commits violence on other bodies and on his own. He does not care for the supreme control of the personality of Godhead because he has no knowledge. Being envious of the scriptures of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he puts forward false arguments against the existence of God and refutes the scriptural authority. He thinks himself independent and powerful in every action. He thinks that since no one can equal him in strength, power, or in wealth, he can act in any way and no one can stop him. If he has an enemy who might check the advancement of his sensual activities, he makes plans to cut him over down by his own power. धन्यवाद प्रभु जी.
एक बार फिर से ट्रांसलेशन पढ़िए माता जी.
Okay. Bewildered by false Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger, the demon becomes envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in his own body and in the bodies of others, and blasphemes against the real religion.
Hare Krishna. So thank you
Hare
all for
Krishna.
joining this daily Bhagavad Gita class. So today we are discussing Bhagavad Gita chapter 16 and shloka number 18, Mataji.
18 Prabhuji.
Yeah, 18. So in today's shloka, Lord is we are discussing about how the people with demoniac quality will act. The first and foremost quality of these demoniac people with demoniac mentality is that they don't accept existence of God in this world. Or even though if they will accept the existence of Krishna or God in this world, they will say that the God don't have any power and they will kill the God. If we read the scriptures, as stated in today's shloka, that the demons are full of pride and they are lusty and full of anger as well. And the main purpose, the main activity of these demon was to harass the faithful. Why they used to harass the faithful? They will harass the faithful because they think that because the faithful don't if the faithful don't offer yagya, or if they don't perform spiritual activity, then God will lose the power, or he become powerless, because through all these things only God will gain power. So if we want to weaken our enemy God, then we have to cut the power supply. And because the devotees are the one who offer oblation and all, once they will become bereft of the oblations and everything, they then it will become powerful and ultimately the God will die. So nowadays also, if we see Prabhupada in so many purports, he have explained that the so-called modern advancement and the so-called scientist community, they are hell-bent to prove that God does not exist, and they will claim that the life comes from matter, and they are fooling people in such a way They are professing that if somehow or the other, if we can maintain a lifestyle which they have designed, ultimately we can conquer death. And the whole invention, the whole scientific community, they are investing so lot of money and wealth to come up with a solution through which they can conquer death, old age and disease. And because of that only, all modern invention are in such a on the same pattern, wherein they want to uh, remain alive forever, and they want to destroy, or they want to disown existence of God. If we read the scriptures, there are so lot of examples in our scriptures, Vedic scriptures as well. Ravana being one of them. Ravana was such a high class demon that he, after getting boons from Brahma, he thought that nobody in this world, in this entire creation, will be able to defeat him. And he created a havoc on human society. Being powerful, being so much powerful, he became ruthless. Wherever he traveled and he saw some lady, some girl, he abducted her, molested her, and with brute power, he made them either molested or made that lady his wife, be it a princess, be it a commoner, be it a wife of a saint, girl of a saint, and with brute power he conquered the whole world in one sense, and thought he is invincible. But Lord have other plan. And while he was taking boon from Maji, he told that, okay, give me, I don't fear monkeys and human beings, because they are insignificant and they cannot do any harm to me. So I can only be killed by human beings and monkeys. And ultimately that led to his downfall. The brute power, the whole allothra of warriors he had, all have to die, all have to leave their body, all have to sacrifice their life. See, we have to choose our association wisely. If we are with a wrong people, wrong person, even though he's powerful, we are bound to perish. Nobody can save us. And history, our history, our ancient history gives us so lot of examples with this regard. Our Bhishma was such a powerful warrior, and he was even devotee of Lord Krishna, and he's also part of the 12 Mahajans. Mahajans are the ones who are the great devotees of the Lord. And since he was in Kaurava's party, or the party, or the people who were not ethical, who were the suppressors, who did lot of crime against the devotee, what happened? Bhishma have to lose his life. Despite being virtuous, despite being devotee of the Lord, he have to lose his life. Why? Because he was in company of demons. So we have to choose our association wisely. See, our destiny is defined, or you can say it will get designed in such a in based on the company we have, the association we have, the people we associate. And if we are associating with people who are demoniac, or who are non-devotees, who don't have any aspirations to become Krishna conscious, then we are doomed, because there are only two things in day-to-day activity. Whatever activity we do can only be classified into two. Either we either we will do work related to the Lord, either we can perform Krishna conscious work, or we can perform work which is material. Otherwise, there is no third path. If we are performing activities which are associated, or which is being done to fulfill our material desires, then that work will come into sakam karma, or actions which will bind us. So, actions which will bind us in piety or sin, papa or punya. There is no third option. If we are doing if we are doing activities for satisfying your senses. Nowadays, as we have discussed in the pages of Bhagavad Gita, that people are acting merely because they want to satisfy their demands by hook or crook. You see, so every day, if you read the newspapers, you read the news portals, what you will find? You find a whole lot of stories wherein people are doing things which ideally they should not do, or immoral, unethical activities, so that they can fulfill their wishes, they can fulfill their desires, material desires. And we have to understand, and because they are ignorant, uh, if we see practically, our material desires, if, in case if we want to enjoy material things, that can be enjoyed by only five senses. There is no there is no sixth or other way through which we can satisfy our senses or enjoy the material world. And people are running like crazy. The modern world is can be compared to a flame of fire, and desires are like that that small insect which get attracted to that burning flame. What happens? The moth which sees the blazing fire, it gets attracted, and what happens ultimately? It goes and get burns in that the blazing fire, and he passes away. It dies. Similarly, if we are only attracted to glamour of this material world, then what? Then we are doomed, because this uh, the desires and the attraction for material wealth, fame, beauty, and all is like the blazing fire. And the best part is, the more we try to satisfy our material senses, it will never get satisfied or satiated, because more we try to fulfill the desires keep on growing. It's like the mouth of Surasa.
Mm.
It's like the mouth of Surasa. And hope all of you would have heard about Sundarkanda, wherein when Hanumanji, all these monkeys and all, they were standing on the shore of the ocean, and then they knew that on the other end, Lanka is there in the sea, and also they knew that that now somebody have to cross the ocean to go and verify, because Sampati, the brother of Jatayu, he have informed everyone that he saw Ravana abducting Sita, and because he have a very solid vision, he told that he can see Sita sitting in uh, one of the gardens
Shokuruksha.
there. Yeah, Ashoka. So yeah, he did not specify the name. So there was a task. Now, who will cross the ocean to verify and to see whether actually Sita is there or not? And then all of the monkeys, they started to give their capacity or inform how much powerful they are. So one by one, everybody was telling that they can travel this many yojanas, this, that. And then finally, it all came down to Hanumanji. And Hanumanji he stood on Mandar hill, and then he jumped Mahindra hill, and he jumped towards Lanka. So anything you do in life, especially uh, devotional thing, it is not without hindrance. There will be always be hindrance in whatever you do, either material or spiritual. The only thing is that we should be very fixed up in our goal. If we are fixed up in our goal, Lord will give us the intelligence how we can overcome or overpower the hindrances which are coming in our way. So when Hanumanji jumped, he came across this lady called Sursa, the demon called Sursa, and while he was flying, Sursa came in between and told that you cannot pass through me, because anything which comes my way, I have got a boon from Brahmaji, that anything which comes my way, I have to eat it. There is no way somebody can pass. And Hanumanji told, no, no, let me go, because I am going to do a service when I want to check, Sita Maya. Let me go and come. I will be definitely become your food. Sursa said, no, 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 no. I'm not a fool. You're acting very smart. Once you go, why you will come and become my food? I want to eat you night right now. Then what Hanuman? Then the argument went on, and okay, I will do that. Then Hanumanji, what he did? Hanumanji started to expand his body. Hanumanji is Atulit Baladhamam Him Shailabade. He have so much lot of power, and he have this power to expand his body or his form at his will. And then he started to expand his body. And Sursa, what she did, she also started to expand her mouth. The more Hanumanji expands his body, Sursa's mouth was becoming bigger, 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 and become never-ending thing. Hanumanji became like 10, 20 kilometers, and Sursa's mouth also became then 25 kilometers. It was never going to end. Then Hanumanji is what? Buddhiman Varishtham. He's the most intelligent. And what he did? He immediately he made his form like a small minuscule that fly, and then immediately he went in the mouth of Sursa and came back, and that's how he passed that test. So just like the more Hanumanji tried to expand his form, the more Sursa's mouth also getting expanded. So this is how our desires are. It will never ever end. Never ever end. There is nothing never ending process. Our senses will become incapable, but the desires will remain intact. So that's why these demoniac people, why they keep on getting uh, coming up with new ways to gratify their senses, is because they think if they can satisfy their senses, they will be at peace. But it's absolutely wrong concept. That our scripture says that the more you ignore, the more you reject your desires, sensual desires, the more peaceful you will become. So rejecting the desires is the best way. Bhagavad Gita Krishna says that rejecting the desires is the best way to be at peace. These demons, despite having so lot of wealth, everything, they are not at peace, is because they think that by fulfilling their wishes, they will be at peace. So we have to be very, very intelligent, and fulfilling desires through these senses never gives satisfaction. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Yehi samsrigya bhoga dukhaina yevate adi antyena kauntena tishuram te buddha." That the desires which is aroused by the senses, and if somebody wants to fulfill it, the moment he tries to fulfill it, it will get satisfied. But the satisfaction is only for a small fraction of time. If you can, it's very practical. All of us, we have our own experiences. If we get attracted towards some face, that remains prettier for some time. Post that, we cannot concentrate on the same face. We need variety. For sound also, sometimes we feel so and so song, so voice is very, very prettier. But gradually, that attraction wanes off. So this is because the time duration is very, very less. So Lord says, Bhagavad Gita says that don't get involved into it. Intelligent person, don't get involved in this connection wherein uh, he is attracted towards worldly, or or thing which is for material sense gratification, because that is a never ending thing. So what we should do, we should aspire to get eternal happiness. And eternal happiness can only be obtained when the senses is used in service of Krishna, because Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha. He is the source of eternal happiness. So just like if you want to get interrupted power supply, uninterrupted power supply, you have to get connected to a powerhouse. And Krishna is that ultimate powerhouse who is giving energy to everyone, who is giving happiness to everyone. So if we connect ourselves, if we plug ourselves in that eternal source of happiness, then we will be at peace. Then we will be happy. And how that connection is possible? How we can achieve that is by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So it's already 6:42. So I will stop here. If anybody have any question, they can ask, or else we can do chanting.
प्रभु जी, थोड़ा जन हरि को नहीं मानते हैं, मतलब दूसरा डायटी को मान के उनका सब बिहेवियर और ये सब बहुत ही रहता है, सब ये फॉलो करते रहते हैं ऐसा लोगों का। और थोड़ा जन निरीश्वरी वाद रहता है, मगर उनका ऐसा कुछ डेमोनिक ही नहीं रहता है, सज्जन ही रहते हैं। उनका क्या प्रभु जी ऐसा?
भगवान कहते हैं, यमेवापि परम भावम त्यजतांत कलेवरम तम तमेवाति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भाव भाविता। तो जिस भाव में शरीर को त्याग करेगा, उस शरीर को प्राप्त करेगा। तो हमें इसके बारे में चिंता करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। जो जिस भाव में, क्योंकि हम कृष्ण की भक्ति कर रहे हैं, तो हम कृष्ण को प्राप्त करेंगे। वो जिस देवी देवता की भक्ति करे, वो देवी देवता को प्राप्त करेंगे। ठीक है।
धन्यवाद प्रभु जी।
प्रभु जी,
हम्म।
प्रभु जी, द्वापर युग और त्रेता युग में मतलब the height of the person used to be 10 feet and above. Is that true? शास्त्र में कहीं पे
Yes, yes, yes. Previously people you used to have long life and their height and their build was far more stout. And gradually, because age have also came down, the bodily function and features have also came down. So yeah, it's true.
जी
भीष्म का हाइट 12 फीट ऐसा था करके
जी जी
पढ़े प्रभु जी।
yes yes yes
That's why we see on the rock and all, there'll be foot impression with such a big foot impression. So
yes 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 ma'am.
some places it looks like it is carved, and some places it is like it looks very natural. So it's very hard to believe sometimes.
Yeah,
Drama.
because there's a generational gap, you know. जैसे previously अगर अगर आज के I mean 50 years के बाद अगर बच्चों को बोलेंगे कि लोग जो है वो बैलगाड़ी में जाते थे, so they will not believe. Okay. या स्लेट पे लिखते थे, जो स्लेट होता था ना, तो ये जनरेशनल गैप है. Sometime we have to, I mean, see, शास्त्रों में लिखा है, स्क्रिप्चर्स में लिखा है, we have to accept and move on.
Yes. Hey, Prabhuji.
ठीक है.
Yeah. Because whenever we go to such historical places, so we get to see all the here and there the glimpses of their living and all. So जैसे कि रामेश्वरम में वो महाबलीपुरम, वहां पर साउथ में कुछ कुछ प्लेसेस है जहाँ वो सब मतलब दे एक्सप्लेन ऑल दैट एंड when we look at all that things, right, so you will be wondering ki like your imagination will start working कि ऐसे हो सकता है, वैसे हो सकता है करके.
करेक्ट. सो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. जो जो कथा है ना, स्टोरीज we should relish it, and philosophy we should ask questions. सो अगर हम जाते हैं कहीं पे, अगर ऐसा था वैसा था, ओके, कोई बात नहीं, रिलिश करना चाहिए. उस पे प्रश्न नहीं करना चाहिए कैसे क्या हुआ, ऐसा हो सकता है क्या, बिकॉज दैट इज फॉर रिलिशमेंट. बट फिलॉसफी पे हमें प्रश्न करना चाहिए. ठीक है. अब जैसे उन्होंने ऐसा क्यों कर दिया, 14,000 को क्यों कोड़ दिया, 14 साल क्यों भेज दिया, वो खुद क्यों नहीं गए. तो ये सब क्वेश्चन से कोई अर्थ नहीं है. उसको एज अ स्टोरी जब हम लोग मूवी देखते हैं तो उसको रिलीज करते हैं ना, ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया उसने, वैसा कर सकता था, क्वेश्चन करते हैं क्या.
नहीं,
हाँ, बस उसको
it's
रिलीज
a
करना
story.
चाहिए. दैट इज फॉर रिलीशमेंट. सो दैट यू कैन हम क्या करते हैं, हम मूवी देखते हैं तो उसमें लॉजिक को ज्यादा वो नहीं करते. हाँ, हीरो हीरोइन को मिल गया ये बस, तो ठीक है. तो उसी तरह से जब स्टोरीज हम पौराणिक कथाओं को श्रवण करते हैं तो उसके पीछे बहुत ज्यादा कारण ढूंढने की आवश्यकता है. उन्होंने ऐसा कर दिया, ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया. तो वो स्टोरी है, वो उस समय का कथा है, और उनके दिमाग में जो है उन्होंने डिसीजन लिया. अब ऐसा क्यों नहीं, जैसे हम लोग भी बहुत डिसीजन लेते हैं, ठीक है, तो हमको बाद में ऐसा, अरे ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया हमने, कोई पूछे हमें, तो आप क्या बताएंगे क्यों नहीं किया आपने. कोई आंसर नहीं है ना.
नहीं है.
मान लो आपको
सही.
आपको मेडिकल करना था और फिर आपने मार्केटिंग में एमबीए कर लिया, मान लो एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. तो अरे उस समय तो अगर कोई स्टैटिस्टिक्स को देखे, अरे उस समय तो डॉक्टर का बहुत डिमांड था, उन्होंने एमबीए क्यों किया. अब भाई उनको जाके पूछो ना क्यों नहीं किया उन्होंने. तो
सही.
ऐसा है. सो वी शुड नॉट क्वेश्चन इट. ओके. लॉजिक नहीं देने का कि ऐसा हो सकता था, वैसा हो सकता था, क्योंकि दैट वाज अ सिचुएशन, दैट वाज अ थिंग, दे डिड समथिंग which was needed for that moment of time, because there are certain decision that is not based on logic, that is based on situation. हमारे जीवन में भी कई बार ऐसा आता है ना.
सही है प्रभु जी.
सो
We
अगर
will
हमारा
take
इससे,
decision.
करेक्ट, वी शुड relish it, simply we should not question it, we should relish it बस, and move on. ठीक है.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्ण.
तो अभी जब कर
क्या
देते
कर
हैं.
रही
हाँ, 2 माला है, जब कर लीजिए मतलब.
मेरा
कौन
नाम
कौन सा ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ, ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ನಾ
ನೀವು
ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಮಾಡಿ.
ತಾಳಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ನನಗೆ.
ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ.
ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ.
ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ. ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಇದ್ರ ತನಕ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare हरे कृष्णा धन्यवाद सभी को
हरे कृष्णा। यहीं पे सत्र को समाप्त करते। भगवद गीता स्वरूप की जय। जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गुरुदेव की जय। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। जय गुरुदेव, जय श्री प्रभुपाद। हरे कृष्णा। धन्यवाद सभी को।
धन्यवाद प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।